Hey everybody, this is just going to be a scrapbooking process video. I have this graduation announcement. I've got a couple of them from students that I had in my class last year that I wanted to scrapbook. They've just been floating around, and I'm worried they're going to get ruined, and that would really devastate me because these were kids who were really special to me. Obviously not all the kids who were really special to me gave me a graduation announcement to scrapbook, but a couple of them did, and I want to make sure to get them scrapbooked. So anyway, these are the elements that I'm going to be using. This is how I have to scrapbook. I can't start with you guys from minute one, or we'd be here all night. But this one has come together fairly quickly. So I'm going to just take you through the process of assembling it, and I'll talk about, what was in my mind. And so yeah, so I've covered her picture on the announcement with the Post-it so that to protect her privacy. So to start with, this young lady is sort of an interesting combination of tomboy and lady. And one minute she'd be wearing just the scuzziest kind of fun t-shirt, and then the next minute she'd be totally dressed up in a dress, and so I wanted to get that feeling on this layout. There is some pink on her announcement that's under that. I am using this Kaiser craft stack called Expressions that I picked up at the Hobby Lobby on half price, and I am getting to where I just really love Kaiser craft more and more. So I'm going to go ahead and put down, this is a 7x7 sheet of paper, and so I wanted to start with the brown because I felt like that was her little tom girl side, and then I wanted let's make sure it's, yeah. And then I wanted to incorporate the pink because that's her girly side. And then I chose this chevron that has both the browns and the pinks. And I really wanted that to be kind of the other layer here, the chevron, because I think it's really neat. I think it contrasts nicely. And this one is 6x6. This paper was cut at 6x6. So I'm doing that, kind of just offsetting it. And then for the picture, I cut this spiral, and I want to clip it on the Cricut. And I want to clip it right here to kind of highlight her name and the day. And then I cut this little paper clippy thing from the Cricut, and I'm going to put that over the date right here. So I'm going to work on gluing that down. Just put a little glue on this side, just like this. And then the spiral, just a little glue on the edges. Let's see, how did I have that arranged? I have it like that. She was such a neat young lady. Still had some maturing to do, but wonderful. Just a wonderful young lady. I really enjoyed teaching high school, but I enjoyed getting to know this young lady in particular. She was a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm just trying to get it so these two little pieces fit inside. Oh, I wanted it further up, just a bit further up. So we have that peeking and that peeking. And then I was playing with these hearts that were just sitting on my desk because they have been cut for another project and they're not used. That happens a lot in my world. I'll cut a bunch of things and then I won't always use all of them. And then I'm titling this Liminal. Liminal is an interesting word to me. I learned it in college and it was really an important word to me because I had to go, it wasn't in the regular dictionary. I had to go clear into the college dictionary to find out what this word means. And what it means is on the limits or on the fringes. And so when I was thinking about this young lady who is on the, right on that, shh, hey, am I on doing my video? Let's be quiet. Who's right on that border between being an adult and being a child. And to me, there were moments when I could see the kid that she was, and then there were moments, especially near the end, where she was definitely becoming a young woman and a lady and an adult. And she was special to me in a lot of ways. Her senior project almost didn't get done because her senior project advisor wasn't really being very proactive in helping her. So I stepped in and I contacted someone that I knew who could help her. She needed to go and shadow a nurse, and my dad's wife happens to be a nurse at the local hospital, or was until she retired this last year, right shortly after this actually. So I called her and I got this all arranged, and she kept saying to me, "Miss Strickland, you saved my graduation." And I said, "No, I just gave you the tools for you to do it." But she, it really changed. I think it changed her, and that's the joy of teaching, right? Just because you can be there and do things like that. So, what was always fun to me was to see her learning the skills of adulthood. I mean, she was avoiding the project and not dealing with it, and when I made the call and I told her where to call and I arranged for things for her, the skills of adulthood started to kick in, and that's a beautiful thing. So when I thought of the word liminal, I thought of the idea that she was almost an adult, that she's just almost there. So that's what I wrote on this tag, almost an adult. And I just wanted to tuck it right here under the edge of the photo. But I want to tuck it in such a way that there's some room. And I'm going to put a little glue there. Stay down. Okay, and then I have this heart here, so I wanted to put this heart right here. So this word liminal means a lot to me because it was part of shh. All right, so as I was saying, this word is important to me. It means a lot to me. So I wanted to put it on the layout as the title. And then I put the definitions of that word on this. I used one of these. So on the edge at the limits, I put that on there. So then what do we have left here? We have this feather that was just floating around on my desk. And I got this stamp from the Greetings Farm Stamps, Greeting Farm Stamp Company, that says, "Don't follow your dreams, chase them." And that's essentially the advice I was giving to her. Don't just sit around and wait for someone to solve this problem for you. If your advisor is not helpful, make it happen. So that's what we did. We made it happen. And that's why I like that quote for this layout. Shh. So I just stamped it on there and I made a little banner. And then I took my pink souffle pen and I traced over that. And then here's my journaling spot where I've journaled all about it. And I loved using the gold because, I don't know, she's just the kind of young gal who likes shiny things and passionate things. She's a very passionate young person. And so I told the story about helping her get her senior project done on this ticket. And then I had just some scraps of paper laying on my desk, and I wrote, "Such a lady," because she is a lady. And I'm just going to tuck that right. Well, let's put it right there so that it's... well, won't be doing that. It's smeared. I'm going to have to start that one over. All right, well, I think it's pretty close to done. I will go ahead and cut another piece for such a lady. We all have those days, right? This paper, I'm going to have to use I'm going to have to use a slick writer on it because it's slippery. It's got kind of a shine to it. So I will rewrite that on here, but with a slick writer, which is a kind of an alcohol pen, and it won't. So I think that layout is basically there. Hope that's works as a process video. So liminal, the definitions. I liked the pink and then the gold, the way the gold triangles around the piece, and I like the peaking of the beautiful colors of paper. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.